2020's been a tough year, very interesting year. It started quite interesting. We had a fantastic golf fest. We had so many wonderful moments. We could have finished in the playoffs this season. Speak to us about the first half of 2020 and up to the point when the season stopped, how you felt about the club going forward at that point.
Yeah, playing, I think it was the 2nd of January, Woking at home was our first game. To be 5-0 up at half time, and the result that we got that day was probably the way we started the new year, probably led on to our form and performances continuing into 2020. And I was very pleased with how we were going through January, February and into March, when we actually unfortunately had to stop through lockdown circumstances. But no, overall really pleased with how the squad was looking, and the results and the performances that we were kicking on with and climbing the league table, and it was all looking positive. But as you say, it's been a tough year for everybody worldwide of what's gone on. But on a football term of Sutton United, it's been a good year for us. I'd like to think we're constantly improving, constantly striving to get better, both on and off the pitch, and I'd like to think this has been a good year for us.
Absolutely. Let's talk about, obviously, now the considerable amount of time that we didn't play football. This year, as you mentioned, has been a very difficult year for everyone around the world, and it's been a challenge to keep ourselves sane while trying to help everyone get everything back to normal. Sutton United this year have probably had the toughest year as a club for probably as long as we've known it, with all sorts of things going on. Since the football stopped, the community came together, players came together, we and you came together to do what we could to boost morale, to get everyone through that very difficult time. What were your thoughts about that challenging period in 2020? And how proud are you about being a part of a club that has so much to help the community in such a difficult time?
Yeah, I think proud's a very good word, Ahmed. I'm extremely proud to be manager of this football club and to be associated with the people that we've got here. It's a unique football club. What we've done in times of trouble through a tough summer and a tough period, with even you guys, SUFCtv, easy for me to say,
yeah.
And what you've been doing with your interviews with ex-players and your breakdown of the season, it was truly outstanding, and really kept myself and the staff, players as well as the supporters going through the lockdown months, going into the fish and chip Fridays and supporters coming down and supporting the club through that. I think the biggest and resounding surprise, and I'm thankful, and we all are at the club, is the United We Stand initiative, and we've been overwhelmed by the support of the supporters all over the country and worldwide, I believe, from supporters in other countries helping us in our time of need, and it's pivotal and vital for us to get that support when we've needed it. And again, I thank everyone who supported that campaign, and even unfortunately we've gone into another lockdown or a tier 3, and it doesn't look like we're going to have supporters for another little period hopefully. We managed to get them in for 2 home games. The work that Dave Fairbrother, Mike Chenery and other board members have put in to try and get this as COVID safe as possible and to get supporters in. We're all volunteers at the club from people above us, and they put a hell of a lot of work and effort in to make sure this football club's working. So a huge thanks to everyone who supported the club through these really tough months.
Absolutely, and we share your sentiment across everyone here at Sutton United and across the world, in fact. So back to the football, obviously, and as wonderful as it is that we had the fans back for a couple of games, and we're sad that they won't be able to be with us for hopefully the short future. It's been a very good season so far, but we know you've played very coy with the way it's gone, because mitigated circumstances, things could go haywire, let's say. Sutton currently second in the National League, about to play in the 3rd round of the FA Trophy tomorrow against St Albans, but wanted to reflect on the league season so far. It's been a very good start. What has impressed you since we started back in October, and how satisfied are you so far with the way the team have played compared to last season, where we struggled for a long time at the bottom and recovered greatly as the season wore on?
Yeah, just about to be able to continue that form of January, February, March into maybe even December, from the turning point, like we keep saying, at Torquay away in November last year, to keep that run going, to keep the momentum going in this season has been really, really pleasing. The energy, the pace, the power, our fitness levels, our aggressive style in the way we play, and to go and get results, it has certainly been there. We're free flow and scoring goals, and long may it continue to have sort of an average of 2 points a game. after 13 games to be sitting on 26 points and second in the league. You know, I'd have been delighted with that come the start of the season, and we certainly are. But I say early days, we're coming up to maybe a third of the way. 14, 15 games would be a third of the way through the season. We've got a really tough FA Trophy game tomorrow against St Albans. They're absolutely flying. Very good team who haven't lost a league game this season, so it's going to be a real tough test for us tomorrow, but which will lead us into a busy Christmas period. But we are just concentrating a bit of a cliche, well, it is a cliche, game at a time, and just, you know, making sure that we can just maintain our energy levels and our quality in what we're doing, and hopefully the results will just keep coming.
So let's talk about, obviously, last time out here against Sheffield, because we didn't play Stockport due to, obviously, as a club, and us to cover a late matter. It was a difficult night and a challenging opposition, especially with that new manager bounce that most clubs get when they switch bosses. They did that, Chesterfield, and it turned out to be a very gritty game. When you reflect on that, what could you see there that you can improve on tomorrow?
Yeah, I thought we started the game first 20-30 minutes. I thought we were on top without creating any particular great chances or, you know, golden opportunities, if you like. But they had their little spell. The set pieces were their biggest threat. A long throw coming into the box, and we didn't deal with it. The second half, I thought we were again on the ascendancy, and we had one golden chance with Harry that unfortunately went over the bar. But we probably just weren't our free-flowing selves. It'd been a very busy period for us, and it's been nice that we've had, for everybody, just to have a little bit of a breather and a step off. We were disappointed with the Stockport game getting called off. We were looking forward to that game and really pitting ourselves against one of the top teams. Unfortunately, that got called off in the morning with virtually all of us at Euston Station ready to travel. But this week has given us some good time to get some good training sessions into the lads, and looking forward to getting hopefully another good result tomorrow.
I've watched St Albans against Cray obviously the other day. I'm sure you did when you had the opportunity. You mentioned obviously they're still unbeaten, probably actually the only team in England still unbeaten in all the divisions up to step 6. So when you view them as your opponents tomorrow, especially as it's quite a big game profile wise, as it's second in the National League against first in the National League South, what are your overriding feelings about their team? We've played them in pre-season, of course. You all know a bit about them already. But they are different to pre-season. So how have you seen them bounce on since then?
Yeah, it's certainly different, totally different. Any game compared to a pre-season game, we certainly won't be the same team, and nor will they, and nor will the intensity of that game be like it is going to be tomorrow. They've hit the ground running. They're not letting goals in. We've watched games on video. Jason went and watched them on Tuesday night against Cray. So we've certainly done a home lot, just like we would do on any other team, looking at their strengths, looking at their weaknesses, making sure we nullify them at every opportunity, while also looking to capitalise and hurt them on how we look to try and play, like we do for every game. So we're treating them no different to a National League game, and we'll be going there to try and get the win. Absolutely.
And finally, of course, it's the trophy, it's not the league. While it's fantastic, the league form we've had so far this season, how important is it to get a cup run going, guys? I'm sure you were very disappointed, evidently disappointed by the way we were eliminating the FA Cup to Bromley. How key is it to add a cup run to the good league form we've had so far this season?
Yeah, it'd be really important for us. You know, we're potentially 4 games, well, we are 4 games away from Wembley, ourselves as well as 64 other teams. They'll be saying exactly the same thing. We're on a good run of form. We're hard to beat. You know, not many people would want to be playing us at the moment. So if we can go and keep this run going in the league as well as the cup, then you never know, we could have a really good cup run, and wouldn't we all? You know, after the year we've had, have an appearance at Wembley and try and win the competition, and that would definitely be our aim.
All right, one more thing. 2021, at least it has to be somewhat better than 2020. What is like your one wish for 2021?
That we keep going the way we have on the pitch of 2020, not off the pitch with all what's been going on. But you know, hopefully we can get fans back into the ground as quick as possible. They've been brilliant in the 2 games. We really missed the supporters being here. We're doing well at the moment, and we just want our supporters to be here with us, enjoying that. So my biggest wish would be the supporters are back in the ground consistently, and hopefully enjoying our continued run of success.
Well, Matt, you've been brilliant as ever in 2020. Hopefully it's the same in 2021, and would like to wish you a happy Christmas and a happy New Year too.
Brilliant, and you. Thanks very much.
Cheers, Matt.